भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार सच्ची गीता मुरली 18th November 2025 morning class revised date is 28 June 1968 Om Namah Shivaya. Baba says serviceable children, the main thing is one, stand them on alpa and explain. If they understand alpa, they won't ask so many other questions. Without them understanding alpa, if you explain using other pictures, you will just confuse them. The first thing is alpa. Om Namah Shivaya. The father's first lesson is consider yourself to be a soul or manmana bhava. This is a Sanskrit word. Now, when you children do service, you first of all have to teach them alpa. Whenever anyone comes, you should take him in front of the picture of Shiv Baba, not in front of any other picture. First of all, to the picture of the father. You have to tell them that Baba says, consider yourself a soul and remember me, the father. I am your supreme father, supreme teacher and supreme guru. You have to teach this lesson to everyone. You have to begin with this. Consider yourself a soul and remember the Father, because you have become impure and you now have to become pure and Satopradhan. First of all, this lesson is definitely needed. All aspects are included in this. Not everyone does this. Baba says, first of all, take them to the picture of Shiv Baba. He is the unlimited Father. The Father says, remember me alone and consider yourself to be a soul. And the boat of your children will go across. By remembering Him, you will reach the pure world. You have to make them firm in this lesson for at least 3 minutes again and again. Did you remember the Father? Did you consider yourself a soul? Baba is the Father. He is the creator of the creator. He knows the beginning, the middle and the end of creation. Because He is the seed of the human world tree. First of all, you have to enable them to have this faith. Do you remember the Father? The Father alone gives this knowledge. We too have received this knowledge from the Father, which we are now giving you. This is the first and foremost mantra you have to make them firm in. Consider yourself a soul and remember the Father, and you will become masters. You have to explain on this basis. Until they understand this, you must not take another step forward. There should be 2 to 4 pictures about the Father's introduction. When you explain this well, it will enter their intellects that we have to remember the Father. He alone is the Almighty Authority. It is only by remembering Him that your sins will be absolved. The Father's praises is clear. First of all, you definitely have to explain, consider yourself a soul and remember me alone. Forget all bodily relationship. I am sick, I am so and so. Let go of all of that and remember the one. First of all, tell them this main aspect. The Father is the one who gives the inheritance of purity, happiness and peace. The Father alone corrects your characters. So the Father had the thought that you don't make them firm in the first lesson in this way, and this is absolutely essential. The more you beat this into them, the more it will remain in their intellect. One Father and none another. Because all others are the creations. First of all, give the Father's introduction. Even if it takes 5 minutes, don't move them on. They will listen to the Father's praise with great interest. The picture of the father is the main one. The whole queue should be in front of this picture. The father's message has to be given to everyone. After that, we have to give the knowledge of creation and how the cycle turns. It is like when spices are ground again and again to make them fine. You are God's mission. Therefore, we have to instill each and every aspect in their intellect because it is by not knowing the Father that everyone has become an orphan. No one has the Father's introduction. You have to give his full introduction. Baba is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Teacher, and the Supreme Guru. By saying all three, the idea of his being omnipresent will fly away from their intellects. A guru gives knowledge and a teacher teaches. So, how can he be omnipresent? First of all, instill this in their intellect. You have to remember the Father, and only then can you become pure from impure. You also have to imbibe divine virtues. You have to become Satopradhan. You remind them of the Father. There is a great deal of benefit for your children in this. You too will remain Manmanama Bhava. You are messengers, are you not? Therefore, you only have to give the Father's introduction. Remember the Father. Never mind in Bharat, in the whole world, there isn't a single human being who knows that Baba is our Father, Teacher, and Guru. On hearing the Father's introduction, they will become very happy. God speaks, remember me alone, and your sin will be absolved. You also know that after the Geeta, the Mahabharata war is also shown. Now, there is no question of any other war. Your war is only in remembering the Father. The study is separate. The war is in the aspect of remembrance because everyone is body conscious. You are now becoming soul conscious. Ones who remember the Father, first of all, make them firm that He is the Father, Teacher, and Guru, all three. Now, should we listen to Him or to human beings? All the scriptures have been created on the dictates of human beings. We have followed the scriptures created on the dictates of human beings from a long time. The scriptures were created by human beings. Those are the dictates of human beings. These are God's directions. Those are the dictates of their own mind. The scriptures they have studied are also the dictates of their own mind, human dictates. You have been studying the scriptures created by human beings for half a cycle. Now, you have to follow Srimad to become elevated. This is the service we do. Follow God's direction and all your vicious action will be destroyed. The Father's Srimad is remember me alone. The explanation of the cycle of the world is also His directions. When you become pure and remember the Father says, I will take you back with me. Baba is also the unlimited spiritual guide. They also call out to him, O purifier, make us pure and take us back from this impure world. All of those are physical guides. This one is the spiritual guide. No one knows this. Shiv Baba teaches us. The Father also tells you children, while walking and moving around, sitting and standing, continue to remember the Father alone. There is no question of tiring yourself in this. Baba says that sometimes children come and sit in the early morning and they must get tired. This is a very easy path, is it not? You don't have to sit with force. You can go for a walk and come back. Walk around. Remember the Father with a great deal of interest. You should feel a great deal of happiness of Baba Baba. Those who constantly stay in remembrance of the Father will feel that happiness. Whatever alloy there is, it has to be removed. Have a great deal of love for the Father. There should be that supersensuous joy. This is a matter of the end. When you are engaged in remembrance of the Father, you will become Sattva-pradhan from Tamo-pradhan. Then your happiness will know no bounds. All of these aspects are explained here. This is why there is the praise. Ask the children of Gopi Vallabha about supersensuous joy. The one whom God the Father teaches. God speaks, remember me. You have to explain the praise of the Father. Remember the Father and claim your inheritance from the Father. The Father is the only one who gives the inheritance. No one receives an inheritance from a Guru. The inheritance of salvation is received from the one Father alone. The Father is the only one who gives the inheritance. Everyone definitely receives salvation. First, everyone will go to the land of peace. This should also be in your intellects. The Father is giving us salvation. It has been explained what the land of peace and the land of happiness are. All souls reside in the land of peace. It is the sweet silent home, the tower of silence. No one can see that with these eyes. Those with the arrogance of science have their intellect working only on the things they see with these eyes. No one can see souls with these eyes. They can be understood. When you cannot see a soul, how can you see the Father? This is a matter of understanding, is it not? He cannot be seen with these eyes. God speaks, O souls, remember me, and your sins will be burnt away. Who said this? They are unable to understand this fully. They think it refers to Krishna. They remember Krishna a great deal. Day by day, they become adulterated. Even in devotion, they first used to have devotion for the one Shiva. That was unadulterated devotion. Then they come into the devotion of Lakshmi and Narayan and Vishnu. God is the highest on high. He gives the inheritance of becoming this Vishnu. You are called the Vishnu clan. You then become the masters of Vishnu. The rosary is created only when you study the first lesson very well. To remember the Father is not like going to your mossy auntie's home. You have to remove your yoga from everywhere else and connect it to the one. Remove your yoga of the intellect from whatever you see with your physical eyes. The Father says, remember me alone. There is no need to be confused about this. The Father is sitting in this chariot. The praises Him. He is incorporeal. Through this one, He reminds us of this again and again. You should stay in Manmana Bhava. It is as though you are doing benevolent service for everyone. When you even tell the ones who are cooking to remember Shiv Baba, it will sit in everyone's intellect. You have to remind one another, remember Shiv Baba. Then you will develop that habit. First of all, Shiv Baba. As you move forward, Baba will continue to remove these pictures, etc. All of this has to finish. So the main thing is remembrance of the Father. The Father remembers all the children, does He not? He helps in one way or other. Some sits for half an hour, Some sits for 10 minutes. Okay, you sit for 5 minutes and remember the Father, and you will come into the kingdom. The king and the queen always love everyone. You two become oceans of love, do you not? This is why you have love for everyone. There is just love and more love. The Father is the ocean of love, and so the children must also have that much love. Then they will also love one another there. The king and the queen have a great deal of love. The children also have a great deal of love, unlimited love. Here, there is no name or trace of love. There is fighting. You should never even have a thought of plunging a dagger into someone. That is like murdering one another. In the whole world, they curse one another. There are no daggers of violence. This is why the praise of Bharat is limitless. There is no country as pure as Bharat. This is the most elevated pilgrimage place of all. The Father only comes here. The Father comes and will serve everyone. He will teach everyone. Will He not? The main thing is the study. Some ask you, what service do you do for Bharat? Tell them, you want Bharat to become pure. At the moment, it is impure. So, we are making Bharat pure on Sriman. You tell everyone, remember the Father, and you will become pure from impure. We are doing spiritual service. We are re-establishing Bharat that was solvent and had peace and prosperity. We are doing that according to Srimad, according to the drama plan, as it was a cycle ago. Human beings want there to be peace in the world. So, we are establishing that. God speaks. The Father continues to explain to us children, remember me. Baba also knows that you don't remember him that much. The effort is in this. Your karmati stage will come through remembrance. You have to become self-realized. No one's intellect has the meaning of this. In the scriptures, they have just written fables. The Father now says, forget whatever you have studied. Consider yourself to be a soul. Now what I am teaching you is what will go with you. Nothing else will go with you. It is this study from the Father that will go with you. You are making efforts for it. This. Don't think that the little children are of any less value. The younger they are, the more they can claim a name. When little girls sit and explain to the elderly, they will work wonders. You have to make them equal to yourselves. If anyone asks a question, they should be able to respond. Prepare them in this way. Then, wherever there are centers or museums, you should send them there. Prepare such a group. There is plenty of time. Do this type of service. It would be wonder for these little Kumaris to sit and explain to important elderly people. If anyone asks whose children you are, they should say, we belongs to Shiv Baba. He is incorporeal. He enters the body of Brahma and teaches us. It is through this study that we have to become this. In the golden age, etc., there was the kingdom of these Lakshmi and Narayan. Who made them that? They must have performed such actions. The Father sits and tells you the philosophy of action, neutral action, and sinful action. Shiv Baba teaches us. He is the Father, teacher, and Guru. So the Father explains, stand them on the one main aspect and explain to them. First of all, Alpa. If they understand Alpa, they won't ask any other questions. Without them understanding Alpa, if you explain these other pictures, You will just confuse them. The first thing is Alpa. We follow Srimad. All the rest, the scriptures, etc., are the dictates of human beings. The one who makes you elevated is the Father. The one who makes you corrupt is human dictates. By explaining in the way, they won't raise any other questions. Such ones will emerge who will say, we have understood Alpa. What will we get from these pictures, etc.? We have known Alpa and so we have understood everything. By giving the Father's introduction, the more they remember the Father, the more they will become Satopradhan from Tamopradhan. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the spiritual father, Bapdada Namaste. Blessing. May you be free from waste thoughts. The majority of souls are now weak. The reason for the weakness of both the body and the mind is waste thoughts. The reason for waste thoughts is not knowing how to set your daily routines. Every day at Amrit Vela, set the daily routines for your body and mind. At Amrit Vela, the stage of your mind should be the most powerful stage. A powerful stage means the seed stage, the same as the Father's. You can continue to perform actions even in an ordinary stage. But because you do not use Amrit Vela, the special time for blessings, in an accurate way, the stage of your remembrance for the whole day is affected. Make your Amrit Vela powerful and you will become free from waste thoughts. Om Namah Shivaya.